Well, good evening, everyone. I know that we've got quite a few guests on our Zoom tonight. And if you're one of those people that have been invited by Barry or someone else, we welcome you. It's going to take maybe 18, 19, 20 minutes, very brief. And what you're going to see tonight is exactly what you see there on the screen. You're going to see a way to get healthy with some of the highest quality products on planet Earth. We're going to show you a way to create another stream of income into your life and have that income be residual in nature. And we're going to show you a way to basically travel the world for free. And I always say when people really understand what we do, you only ever go on business dinners and business trips again for the rest of your life. But one thing about the income we're going to show you tonight is it does build residual in nature, which leads us to our main host for the night, Barry. Barry has done really well for himself. Barry and I connected immediately, simply because I'm a Dallas Cowboy fan since I was born, and Barry runs the Dallas Cowboy Experience. But Barry was a bit vulnerable with me, and he said, we've done really well. We've had a great life, but I need a little bit more retirement. And that's one reason people do this. I would say it's a big reason. Others do it for cash flow, get out of debt, change a career. And then some people do this to create financial independence because there's no income cap on what you're about to see. We have people in our company that are just like you that saw a presentation just like this. They've just had a few years to build their business, and some of them now are making millions in a single year. It can be done. It's hard work. Not everybody will do it, but it is definitely being done by individuals that have nothing in their life different than you. I always tell people nobody grows up to do this. I was a high school football coach, never dreamed I would do something like this, but I had 4 children and I was living paycheck to paycheck. And when something showed up in my life that could create a little bit of extra cash flow, I was interested in it. And over the course of a couple of years of creating extra cash flow, it ended up surpassing my high school coaching income, and I went full time at it. So, Barry, I'm going to turn it to you, let you personally welcome your guest, and just share out of your own words why you're doing this, and then we'll walk through everything.
Yes, sir. Thanks, Todd. Yeah, folks, welcome to, I made some names. I think that's most of the ones that are on, but I welcome everybody on my team. And I think a lot of them know that we just want to take over Dallas with us. We have so many contacts between all of us and our team. And we've just been very fortunate and blessed. I got that call from Pete, who got a call from Carmen. And, Pete, I trust, to the moon and back. And then when I met you, Todd, it just, my gosh, it all just kind of fell into place. I knew I was at the right place. And, for all those that are listening, Todd has a master's degree in nutrition and kinesiology. He's also a retired football coach. And so we call him our own kind of life coach, mentor, everything above. And, he's the real deal. And just, I don't know when Todd ever sleeps. So, but he's a multi-million-dollar earner in this business, so we're hearing it from the best. He's done it for years and just has such a heart for helping people and teach people. So I'm really blessed and thankful, and now it's our job to just take over Dallas and own this place, Todd. So thank you.
Well, ditto, Barry, and I have zero doubt you're going to. You're such a pleasure to work with, as all of your friends that you've invited to the Zoom know about you. You have such a magnificent light on you and such unbelievable energy. You make everybody feel so special. Another person that does a really good job of that, you work with Pete and Carmen. So I always like to get everybody that's kind of on the same team to share. So, Carmen, if you wouldn't mind, if you want to just do the short version tonight of we'll start with your financial and then we'll move into the physical side of this, and then I'll finish it out with how it works.
Thank you, Todd. I've been in this industry for 20 years, and I did come into this industry because I was a single mom raising 3 young children on my own, and this industry really helped me to be able to stay home with my kids. It gave me the freedom to be able to, do all the things we wanted to do and not have to have my kids raised by babysitters, and I was able to go to all the hockey games and the practices and all the kinds of things. So I did take a break from this industry for quite a while, and I found myself coming back into it when I came across this company. This company is absolutely checks every box for me, like it's for anybody. It's got, the #1 compensation plan in the world. we don't just say that, we actually pay out 51%. This company, we're open in 50 countries. We've got the infrastructure of a 20-year-old company, but the newness of a 2-year-old company. We've got the best products in the world that are actually changing lives. The testimonies just keep coming in. It's amazing. And I got started. January 3rd was my first post. I posted on Facebook about this company, and my inbox blew up. And I realized at that point that there's just a real big need out there right now for health. And there's so many health issues that are happening that we have solutions for. And and I also came across Christy Walsh's post last year. That's how I got involved. And Christy Walsh was in one of my businesses like prior to this, years ago, and hadn't made any money, and not for the lack of trying. So I found something really special with this company. When I reached out to her, first of all, you see her results right there. The products work. And when I ended up getting on a call with her, and I learned that she was also making $10,000 a month consistently in a very short period of time, I realized that with that, if she can do it, I can do it, and we can teach others to do it. And so to me, that's just huge. I mean, that's what this is all about, is helping people to duplicate ourselves and to help people create wealth and create income, whether it's a little bit or a lot. We can help you do both. And so, anyways, with that being said, since I started this business, I've had over 700 people join my business, and that's not because of my skill set. That's because we actually have a system that we can follow, that anybody can follow. Copy paste a few photos and copy paste a few text responses, and we've got all of that. That really sets our company apart, because this has never been done before in this industry, and we see the results happening every day. And then when I started the products, like last year, I was 54. I turned 54. Found myself putting on about 25, 30 pounds. My hormones were out of whack. So when I got on these products in January, I lost about 25 pounds. And just the health benefits alone have just helped me to even have a desire to go out and build a business again and do all the things. So these products are phenomenal. And I'll hand it back to you, Todd.
Yeah, so if you and Barry want to chime in at any point through this, it's going to be about 7 or 8 minutes for those that are new. But the name of the company you're looking at is called PartnerCo. So you can go to the PartnerCo YouTube channel. We have a YouTube channel called Level Up with Coach Todd Rowland. It's got several hundred videos on it, pay plan to products to doctors, you name it. And Cheryl put that in the chat for us. We operate, just as Carmen said, globally in 58 countries around the world with an official license. So when a person pays $30 one time, that's your business. That's your ability now to buy the products wholesale, sell retail, and build a team of people doing the same thing and get an override commission. But to do business, whether it be China or Japan or Australia or France or Italy, whatever your dream place is to maybe spend time and build a business, you click a flag on your website and it switches everything over to their currency. They ship within country, but you get paid over here in the American dollar the following Friday. These are your two owners. They created this company February of 2023. They were able to buy a few older companies that were in bankruptcy and leave all the debt behind and create a brand new company called PartnerCo that was debt free. We did 300 million our first year, launched February of 2023, and it is, in my opinion, the greatest thing that I've ever seen inside of the network marketing industry. As Carmen and Barry both alluded to, we've got a multitude of products, close to 100. We won't go into all of them tonight. I think we're going to maybe just briefly touch on two or three. Barry, do you have a favorite product yet of the assortment?
Yeah, I was going back and forth with Noni and Moata, but I definitely when I had my knee surgery, I came back from the hospital 17 pounds down. I'm like, oh my gosh, I felt like a skinny dude. Like I'm like, man. So y'all told me about Renew, and I was taking Renew. I take MOA, I take the Ab Sculptors or AbVantage, and so it's just to me, it's just I'm back where I was. In fact, I'm probably lifting probably 5, 10 pounds heavier in some of the things I do. So I'm real impressed with the Renew. It's the HGH product. You take at night, helps you sleep better too. But yeah, that's been a big help to me, and I'm real excited about it. Everything I hear from other people. Some people feel a change in 2, 3 days, and some people it takes a month. But everybody that I know that I've had some product with, that they're real happy. So.
Well, we're going to mention at least three of the products that Barry just alluded to, but just know that all of them are doctor created. They're all backed by science. I think we're approaching now 70 doctors globally that are contributing. We just brought on board Dr. Joshua Plant, who has his PhD from Harvard. He's now in charge of our research and development team. And we carry just a ton of third-party logos and verifications. Plus, we have 215 published quality tests and thousands of published clinical studies. And because of all of that, we actually have 6 of our products that have been inducted into the physician desk reference. Robert, you're with us. We're going to be doing another Zoom for you in just about 45 minutes. Robert's out in Las Vegas, so he's on that West Coast time, but he's got a group coming to his office in just a bit. But Robert, you're in love with the company also. I know you've been a traditional business owner for a long time. And as Robert's talking, I'm just going to mention the first product, and that is our body balancing drops. They're designed for weight loss. They are all natural. They're homeopathic. It comes with an approved food list. But I'm going to be showing you some before and after pictures as Robert talks, and then when I get to the next product, we'll kind of spend a little time on it. Go ahead, Robert.
Hello, everyone. Yes, I had the pleasure of meeting Pete and Todd and Carmen and Reese and other guys here. And I went. I've been in business for over 20 years in different businesses, in the tax business and the business credit and the business consulting. And I told myself that, you know, I'm going to work really hard and I'm going to put a lot of money into this and grow this amazing business. But regular business goes up and down. You have your good moments and your bad moments. This is one business that I saw myself getting into. The products are amazing. The people are incredible. The synergy between people and, you know, Todd support and Carmen support and Reese support is absolutely amazing. By far the best support I've ever seen of anybody in the top line in a business, in a very supportive business. And for me, that's what I needed. I needed a big team around me in order to grow a massive business. So I want to really get into the bringing a lot of people on board. And the Spanish side is a little bit new, so I want to be a part of the front line, moving that forward, and growing in the international business. I never had a international business in my life, and I see all the people here that have that, and I want that. I want that, and I want to listen to everybody that's done it, and I want to follow their lead, and I want to grow an amazing business that it helps people and makes me want to wake up early every day and be a part of this business.
And then Sarah, this is Sarah. She's got her PhD in meteorology, but Sarah's actually doing this full time now instead of doing her PhD. And Sarah, you also had a tremendous physical transformation. You want to share?
Yeah, of course. So at 30 years old, I was told I had high blood pressure, high cholesterol, and I was massively overweight. We're not going to talk about that one, but it's still really embarrassing. But I started the drops January of 2024, and by August of last year, I lost 64 pounds. These drops have changed my life. I no longer have high blood pressure. I no longer have high cholesterol. I also forgot to mention before the drops, I was pre-diabetic. I'm no longer, my A1C levels are back in normal range. So these drops truly saved my life and changed my life for the better.
And this is one of the products that Barry alluded to. It's called MOA. It's 36 of the world's best superfoods in a liquid pouch to include 6 medicinal mushrooms, which also includes the lion's mane. The lion's mane is massively now integrated into the athletic performance world, recovery world, anti-inflammatory world, and 11 of the superfoods in the MOA specifically fight inflammation. So it is terrific for anything inflamed, gout, rheumatoid, arthritis, carpal tunnel. So Barry, you made mention that this is one of your favorite products. What have you felt while you're taking it?
Yeah, in fact, I just ordered more today, Todd. Because you told me take 2 a day with my inflammation, with the knee surgery. I still get some swelling, but since I've been doing the MOA, it just seems, you know, I went to this doctor. I had my doctor appointment today, and he said everything's looking great, and see him in 4 months. But you know, it's coming along really good, and I think it's, you know, that's thanks to MOA. You know, you told me about the inflammation, and so yeah, I just ordered more so I can start taking it twice a day now. So.
And then the last product we'll mention tonight is the other one that Barry said was one of his favorites. We call it Renew. It is one of our newest products. It has 2 international patents on it. And what it does is through 4 different pathways, it helps our own body increase its HGH production. HGH stands for human growth hormone. It is a male and a female's most important hormone. We are all in decline in our production after the age of 30. And it is our most important hormone because it has to be present for all cellular regeneration to occur. So in the medical world, they call it the longevity hormone. In the longevity world, they call it the fountain of youth. The more people have of it, the longer they're going to live, especially the longer they're going to live physically good. If you don't know this about yourself, your skin regenerates every 90 days. You got a whole new shed of skin. Your whole body basically regenerates minus 2 or 3 things about every 2 years. So higher HGH levels, when that regeneration is going on, that new cellular growth is just done better. So it's prettier hair, prettier skin, prettier hair. Barry, you at least look 10 years younger since I met you. That's a joke, but you do look fantastic. I was noticing I had to go to Barry's Facebook page to pull some pictures off for this PowerPoint tonight. And I was just noticing how young you look. What is your age, Barry?
I'll be sick. Come on now, but I'll be 68 in December. So
Yeah, I thought you told me something like that, but you look, I would never ask somebody how old they are if they looked at you. You do not look
yeah.
68.
Well,
You've
just
done
I
quite
think
well.
thanks to HGH in this just these couple weeks, like I said, it feels good. Feels good. You know, in the real world, you're kind of considered old for it, but it feels good to go to the gym now again.
So the results for both male and female are very similar. Better skin, better hair, better nails, stronger bones, better body composition. A lot of clinical studies now coming out of the medical world showing correlations to higher HGH levels and less cardiovascular events and slower cognitive decline, or maybe no cognitive decline at all, which is, I know, all of our concerns, especially anybody that's had older people in their families that have gone through that situation. This is a girl I was just with that is approaching 60 on Sunday afternoon. Just grabbed this picture from her then, but she was talking about that she feels better. I think it's 57 as her age, I want to say. Hope I'm not wrong. She's somewhere right around that age, but she was saying she feels better now than she did at any point in her 40s. And I agree. My body feels the same exact way. This is Ernest. You can see what he says about the Renew. And that picture's a few years old, so he's actually 72 now. And he actually has some hair regrow on the top of his head, as a lot of people do if their follicles aren't dead. But as we conclude tonight, if a person wants to buy a product retail, if you're just looked at this and you say, I don't know if I want to do the business, I just want to be a customer. Well, you are able to buy it retail, but we don't want you to do that. We want you to have your own virtual nutrition store just like us. And all you have to do to have that is pay $29.95 one time. And when you do, you then will be able to go buy the product at a discount. And when you buy the product at a discount, you also at the same time get your business fully qualified to make all the income available. So the basic start here is what we call 200 points of product. That gets you set up to earn money in all 8 ways we get paid, and you'll make 15% on anything that you personally do. When you personally sell a product, the wholesale commission from the company will be 15%. And when you sign up a brand partner, your override commission will be 15%. But we quickly want you to do exactly what Barry and Carmen did, and that's get to top pay. And to do that, you need to be ultimate, which means you'll move 1,500 points of product. You can do that on day one, or you can upgrade to it over the first 4 weeks, or just a la carte your way along there. But we'll have moved 1,500 points through it, but it doubles all upfront money from life from 15 to 30%. And these are a couple of examples of those 2 starts. So if a person just wanted to try all 3 products, you can see there's all 3 for $299. It's 200 points, you're qualified. If a person wanted to come in at top pay and they wanted an assortment of all 3 of the products we talked about tonight, you can get 8 of each, which is an 8-month supply for one person for $19.99, and you're in at top pay for life. You'd never have to requalify once you have that. And then we have a system. Sarah and Carmen will briefly mention it at the end of this. But we have a system that if a person doesn't mind posting on social media, we provide you all of the posts, we provide you all of the videos, all the answers to all the questions you could ever be asked. But if you start posting, these drops sell like cotton candy. I've never seen anything quite like it. So we do have a 4-pack of drops for $371. By the way, Tracy, I forgot you were there, but Tracy, I know you're sitting in a coffee shop in Canada right now with a few people. You saw a post and got started, and I think maybe you've now got at least all of your money back. Maybe you already turned a quick profit. You want to mention anything there, Tracy?
Yeah, I started on the drops just by seeing a post actually from Carmen. And I had thyroid cancer last year, had it removed, and I gained a ton of weight with that. So I was on hormone therapy and it wasn't working. Carmen told me that this would help me. So I just ordered the drops. When I got the drops, I've lost 20 pounds in just over 5 weeks. I have no more night sweats, no more hormonal imbalances. My doctor's taken me off my meds. It's just been outstanding for me. So it just tells you how bad of a mess my body was. But yeah, I had ordered 20 sets of drops, and I literally sold them all in like the first week. So I made a pretty good profit, and now I have to do another big order. But yeah, I'm just continuing to love them. My husband says that I'm so agreeable now, and so nice. Everything is so good that he'll never let me come off. So it was really easy to make a profit, and now I'm building the business. But the drops have been a lifesaver for me for sure.
Yes, I know that a few of you are in Canada, some of you ladies there with Tracy. So just know the drops are slightly more expensive on the Canadian exchange. Tracy's got all the numbers there, but that's the bad news. The good news is you get paid in American dollar from our company. So for every $10,000 you get paid, you actually get 14,000 Canadian. So all of us Americans want Canadian banks so we can get the conversion the right way when we get paid. So anyway, Tracy will get you all caught up there. These are our American dollar amounts, but just know you can do the 4-pack. You can sell 3, get all your money back. You can do what Tracy did, as she mentioned. She came in with quite a bit of boxes, and just like most of our ladies and men, when she started posting, she actually sold them all very rapidly. So here in the United States, 2,300 for 30 boxes, and you're going to turn $2,500 profit when you sell them, if you so choose to go that route. So you've actually made $2,500 to be in at top pay. It's about 3,200 front end money to buy the drops in Canada. They sell up there for about 221, and you make the same amount of profit. It's just a little bit different. I'm not going to go any further. What I'm going to do is unshare my screen. And Carmen, if you don't mind, I'm going to turn this over to you and Sarah, Barry, and Tracy, and just let y'all kind of finish saying whatever y'all want to say. And I have actually got to hop over to a different Zoom for a training that I promised a group. And then I will be back over here, and we're going to repeat the same thing at the top of the hour for Robert in Las Vegas. So if anybody saw this for the first time and want to watch again, or you got a friend you want to get hopped on at the top of the hour, you can bring them right back on. But Tracy, you're amazing. Thanks for chiming in with us tonight there at the coffee shop. You ladies got to join Tracy. She's my bet right now. Sometimes people just come out of the woodwork. I call people like that the silent assassin. She doesn't say much, but she just keeps on signing up people with 10 packs everywhere, every time I turn around. So, Barry, great job tonight. I'll let you and Carmen close this out.
Thanks
Thank
so
you,
much,
Todd.
Todd.
Go ahead, Barry.
Okay, yeah, thanks everybody for coming on. Yeah, like I said, it's just kind of whet your appetite a little bit to see if there's some interest there to have your own health and nutrition company that you can actually take it all over the world. I'll talk to everybody after the call here. Please feel free to give me a call and give you more of an overview. The other nice thing about it that Carmen does such a great job with is they give you an app, and this business is it's basically a copy and paste business. I mean, they do all the social media, that it's all done for you. All you do is copy and paste posts. And then it even has the questions. When people ask you questions, it even has the answers to the questions that you can just send out as well. So it's awesome. And people like Carmen and Pete, I mean, Carmen's just such a great bunch of people to be with. And like I said, to me, it's just a blessing to work with people like you and the team that are so helpful. Especially in the beginning when everybody needs that. So thanks so much.
Barry, you're awesome. Actually, all of you guys, I wanted to say, this is the whole thing with this business. Like, you get started and you kind of, you don't really like think you're looking for something like this in your life, but when you actually, take the time and get yourself, signed up and get started with this business, you don't even realize you're building a business because you're having so much fun. And I mean, people like Tracy and Barry, and I think Shorty, are you on here? Because if you are, I would love for you to just come on here and share a quick something if you've got something to add, because you're like one of our, yeah, there you are. You're here. Do you want to unmute yourself and just share? your thoughts? Maybe he's not here. Well, if you are, just interrupt, Shorty. Anyways, I won't keep you guys much longer, but I just want to say thank you to everybody for coming tonight. And honestly, you know, this opportunity is an opportunity of a lifetime. These kinds of things don't come around every day. And something like this, I mean, it's like you kind of get into this business in the beginning, but when the business starts to get into you, when you start having people, you know, sharing their stories like this with you, and people that you've shared these products with, and seeing the results from all the people, it just becomes an absolute blessing in your life. It's rewarding and fulfilling, and I love it. So anyways, if you have any questions, reach out to the person that invited you here tonight. And if you want to hop back on here again in 30 minutes to join us again, feel free, and we'll let
Thanks
you
so
guys
much,
go.
Carmen. Thanks so much, Sarah.
You are most welcome. You all have a wonderful and blessed
You're the
evening.
best. Thank you.
Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.
Bye.